action in this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cavaliers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Memphis return team will have that offense backed up. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
He's got him wide open. Nothing but green ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Memphis wants to move quickly. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown Tigers! And they score first.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football. step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're bringing heat. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Allen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They're trying, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then better job forcing a turnover.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to throw. It's high. Gets open down the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Snap it to the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. North Carolina overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Chapel Hill, these Tar Heels got to be thrilled with this result. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute, you got to lock in.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. To the air. It's high. He's got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponents.
Into the house. Touchdown, Memphis. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field, looking for a productive play on first down. He'll do it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
On the return, it's Kane. Makes a move. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Memphis. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick, you can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And here comes the offense on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's high. He makes the connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
No gain on the play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Now on second down.
42, Spider. 4-2.
Here comes the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They feed him again. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Caught near the sticks. It's Allen. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Russo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grab behind the line. It's Russo. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And he had to go a long way to reel that ball in. He started off way on the right, crossed the entire defense, made the catch on the other side of the field. There's an example of how this offense can really attack every corner of the football field.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly. No.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the house... Run from the 23. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Cavaliers decide to punt it away.
Punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, it's Kane. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be
Delay of game. Offense.
that is a avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Feeling some heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. A first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half. And listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Steps away. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Memphis wants to move quickly. To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Dropping back, it's Hyde. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Memphis now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Try to get it on the ground. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Running through contact. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Got room on the return. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Going deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the 2nd half going. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positive. this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the devil.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They'll run the screen. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Offense set on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Toss to the outside. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it on the counter. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Offense lining up quickly.
Second down coming up.
The give to the tailback. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone and pick up a 5 to the 20.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink.
Touchdown, Memphis! And the punishment has been extended.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kick this one away.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll throw it on 1st down, trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal forward pass.
He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Pulled and fired complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it. Got the wide receiver on the ground.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. 1st down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Memphis picking up the tempo. Fast motion from the offense. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Memphis needs to convert this 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
Well, they get that 4th down conversion by running the football. That's now 4 4th downs they've been able to convert. Defensively, you've got to find a better way to get off the field somehow, some way.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. And the pummeling has started. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Fighting off the defender. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try the right side.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats.
Here we go. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
A first down run in the red zone. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.